Hi, my name is May.
And I'm Andy.
And we're going to take you on our 2-week trip to Peru. Our 2 weeks begin in Lima, where we fly straight to Cusco so that we can acclimate. We stay in Cusco for 2 days. We then visit Ollantaytambo for 2 days. We visit Aguas Calientes and Machu Picchu for 2 days. And then we fly to Arequipa, where we stay for 3 days. From there, we hop on a Peru Hop 3-day tour from Paracas to Huacachina to Nazca. And we stay 1 day in Lima before we fly out. If you come to Cusco, you have to eat at Yaku. We ended up coming back twice for the alpaca, which we had for the first time, and it was absolutely delicious. For our full day in Cusco, we knew we needed to fuel our bodies before hiking all day long, so we visited a restaurant called Organica, and the food was incredible. We were then off to go see the 12-angled stone in town, and then headed off to Saqsaywaman. We're going to see Saqsaywaman.
In the 12-angle stone. There's no sign of chipping. If you point from this side and look in, look at the edge the whole way. There's not a single chip, blade mark, nothing.
So we are walking up to Saqsaywaman, and I can really feel the elevation. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Gonna see some giant rocks. Honestly, this is a big one. I've been stoked to see this one for a long time.
Before entering Saqsaywaman, you do have to purchase a Cusco tourist ticket, which allows you into different historical sites in Cusco. And with this ticket, we also were able to go and visit Kenko.
Hello.
We couldn't leave Cusco without visiting the San Pedro market, so we grabbed a coffee at night before going to the market and doing some shopping. Good morning. We are currently leaving Cusco and we're going to a tour to go to the Sacred Valley and the Moray salt mines, and then we're getting dropped off in Ollantaytambo.
Let's go.
In order to get from Cusco to Ollantaytambo, we decided to book a Get Your Guide tour that took us through the Sacred Valley before dropping us off in Ollantaytambo. On this tour, we stopped in Chinchero, which was a very high elevation coal town, and we learned from the locals on how they use the alpaca and llama fur to create textiles. After a visit to Chinchero, we were off to go see Moray and then the Moray salt mines. Our guide stopped at a local shop before we visited the salt mine so that we could try local chocolate and salt from the Moray salt mines. Spicy salt. There's actually a stream down here, and you can see like the salt deposits on the side, and then they actually go all the way around, so the water is like constantly trickling. It's 32 degrees. It's hot water.
So it all comes down through this salt spring water fed stream, heated up 32 degrees, and then essentially all the pooling over the course of the day, the sun will evaporate the water, and then the mineral will be left, and then they collect the salt, and then they fill it up again, and then they harvest again.
So we actually just stopped by and we tried a bunch of the salts that the locals made, and they were so good. Some of them were flavored. We ended up buying a spicy salt, and we also bought some chocolate that had salt in it. It was so good.
We're in Ollantaytambo, and this is our view from our balcony.
You'll find that there's running streams of water through the entire town that come from the Urubamba River. We decided to stay in Ollantaytambo so that we can take the train into Aguas Calientes to make it easier for a Machu Picchu trip, but we didn't expect to love Ollantaytambo so much because the ancient ruins were so detailed and beautiful, and the small town had so much to offer. We are in Ollantaytambo, and it's actually very cold, as you can see.
And we're in the city square. They have restaurants, cafes. It's a cool spot. It's surrounded by mountains. You can't see it right now, but pretty much everywhere you look, you can see the mountains.
Going to get dinner now. We're gonna go find somewhere. There's a lot of local restaurants you can try. We're probably gonna have alpaca again tonight because the first night we ate it was incredible.
So up on the side of the mountain there, you're gonna see a building that was used by the Inca to store all of their meat and goods. And basically, the reason they did that was because it's at a higher elevation, so it's cooler, so it kept everything good. And then there's only one way up, and essentially they had people on guard who would view from this side of the mountain across, and if they saw people climbing, they knew that they had people invading. So they had time to get to them. It's pretty cool. I was walking down the staircase from the ancient ruins up here.
Literally this high.
Now, like, we're in the mountains, but I know at one point in time these areas were submerged by the ocean. But I'm looking, look at this. What are seashells doing on the side of a wall in the mountain? Like,
What the hell?
why would there be
Think
seashells?
about how old those seashells are.
And if they're not old, why are they here? Like, how does a seashell get up a mountain?
Just came down the mountain to some friends. So beautiful. We just finished hiking all of Ollantaytambo and we came back to see the alpacas. And where's a llama? Over there. They like don't stop eating. So that was actually where we saw all the llamas, and then this is the other side of the mountain where they have more ruins and the water goes down this way. And it's interesting, they actually have stairs up this way too. So, cool. You can't go that way.
So I just made it to the peak where the ancient storage houses used to be for the Inca. It's supposed to be like a 45-minute hike, and I just did it in like 15-20 minutes.
All right, this is Ollantaytambo. We just got a jug of passion fruit juice, and holy smokes, it's so good.
It's actually ridiculous, and we got enough to fill like two glasses and a whole bunch more still. I got my empanada.
The next day was finally time for us to head to Machu Picchu, so we got on a train from Ollantaytambo that took us to Aguas Calientes.
Get that? Almost got hit in the face with a bird.
We're on a bridge.
Aguas Calientes.
Machu Picchu tomorrow! Guys, just gonna keep going. Hi guys, so we finally have arrived in Aguas Calientes and we have our Machu Picchu expedition tomorrow. We actually took a train, we took Peru Rail, and it was about an hour and 45 minutes from Ollantaytambo. There's also two trains you can take. You can take the Inca Rail or you can take the Peru Rail. And we learned today that the Inca Rail is actually owned by the Peruvian, or the Inca Rail is the Peruvian train and the Peru Rail is the British, I believe. So if you're thinking about which train to take, keep that in mind as well. I kind of wish we took the Inca Rail. So we're just gonna enjoy some dinner in Aguas Calientes and then we're off to Machu Picchu tomorrow morning. Oh my God, Andy, it's so beautiful.
This is looking delicious.
That's Parmesan.
Some huge pieces of Parmesan.
I got a pesto pasta with chicken and he got a arugula veggie pizza with cheese. We are currently in line waiting to get on the bus. It's very long. And he's putting sunscreen on because
It's hot. Let's hope it's like this.
Very hot.
Yeah, it was a little cloudy yesterday, but it's sunny. So fingers crossed.
It looks really good up there.
I hope it stays like that.
I'm hoping so. Apparently, it's behind these two mountains, so we're going to be going up like this. We're on the bus. We're going up to Machu Picchu. Tickets for Machu Picchu do sell out months in advance, so we made sure we bought our tickets before our trip. We also chose Circuit 3 because it allowed us to be inside the ruins, but then also see it from above.
On our way to see Machu Picchu. All right, May, where are we?
We're in Machu Picchu. We're doing
And
Circuit 3.
this is a cool little piece of history. So these almost bowls that were carved into the wood used to be used to pound and grind certain herbs. Look at the retaining walls. And then of course, Machu Picchu.
So the clouds are starting to come over us a little bit. And it's starting to rain, but we're lucky because when we first arrived, we got to see literally like everything off the bat. We got our photos and everything. So if it rains a little, it's okay because like, I don't know, kind of feels refreshing.
We just did it.
We just did all of Circuit 3.
And way up here, that's Machu Picchu. You can hike that, but we didn't have that one.
Literally the most incredible experience.
We got so lucky too. It was like showing rain today, and it didn't rain at all.
Well, we got like a couple little tiny drops, but
like
literally
mist,
nothing.
maybe.
Yeah.
It was honestly refreshing. No cloud coverage. We could see everything. It literally just got cloudy. Like it was clear completely the whole time.
So I guess going in November is not that bad.
And it wasn't too busy. It was awesome. We just went on our own, and like no one else was around. It was crazy.
How's your first pisco sour?
It's good. It is sour.
It's sour.
Yeah, it's like a sour candy, but it tastes good.
Wow, it's really good. Very good. After visiting Machu Picchu, it was time for us to travel to Arequipa. This was a big travel day for us. We had to take a train and then a bus back into Cusco and then fly from there to Arequipa.
We're at Oso Cafe in heart of Arequipa. And I love this place. It's so good.
It's so cute. And you got shakshuka.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Arequipa is known for its volcanoes or its white stone buildings. We found it was a very relaxing town to hit up some restaurants or to explore some churches. We explored the Santa Catalina Montessori, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. When you're in Arequipa, I definitely recommend going to Mundo Alpaca, where you get to feed the animals for free. We're at Mundo Alpaca in Arequipa. I think we just saw our first vicuna, because there's 4 types of like llamas, alpacas, like that kind of breed. So it's llama, alpaca, vicuna, and then guanaco, I believe. So we just came back from the Mundo Alpaca, and guys, if you're coming to Peru, remember that there are a bunch of these tiny little bugs. They're called, I think, sand flies, and they're kind of like mosquitoes when they bite you. Andy's legs are covered for Machu Picchu. I got like 10 bites just going to the Mundo Alpaca spot, and they're very, very itchy. So bring bug spray if you can, or get it here, I guess.
Oh, that's okay, exactly. This will be the cheapest mojito I've ever got.
We just landed in Lima. We're gonna be here for a day, and then we start our 3-day trek to Paracas-Huacachina-Nazca. Now we're gonna get an Uber and go to our hotel, even though it seems to be a lot more expensive. We're in Lima, and we're gonna go have some sushi, which was a recommendation by my sister's sister-in-law, who is actually from Peru. Andy, where are we?
We're in Paracas. Let's go.
It feels like a beach town.
Oh, look at this. Look at the sand dune over the water.
Oh, wow. We're going to the Blessed Islands. Peru Hop is a great service to use to help you get around Peru. We did a 3-day tour with them going from Paracas to Huacachina and Nazca, and we also did several other excursions in between, like visiting the Blessed Islands or the National Reserve. You definitely have to visit the Blessed Islands because on this tour we got to see the infamous candelabra and we also got to see seals and the Humboldt penguins. On this tour, we got to see the beautiful Paracas National Reserve, and we got so lucky because we got to see dolphins near the shore. All this behind us is salt, and we just ate it. It was really good.
A piece off.
Yeah.
There's a red sand beach.
Down here, yeah. It's a red sand beach here. And then I believe the city of Cusco is down here somewhere. So we're currently in the peninsula. We are officially in Huacachina, and we're literally in sand dunes.
And then here's our lagoon in the middle.
Yeah, water.
We're gonna go sand buggying, and then we're gonna go sandboarding as well.
I'm so excited. If you're an adrenaline junkie, we definitely recommend going to Huacachina and going sandboarding and sand duning. This was an added excursion we did with Peru Hop on our tour, and it was so much fun, and the drivers literally went insane. We were having a blast.
Oh yeah.
Started to fall, and where were you?
We're at the Pulpa lines, which is different from the Nazca lines, but they have a similar style. There's various carvings into the sides of the hill, where in the Nazca it's more carved into the flat areas. You can see these from the ground. It's better from above.
We're in a viewing tower. We're about to go on a Nazca tour flight. This is our plane.
You see the Nazca lines fly over top, and as we heard from some locals, you don't look down out the window, the plane shows you out of the window.
So I'm a little bit scared, but you know, they have barf bags. The locals were not lying when they said that the plane is going to make your stomach turn, because the Nazca flight is not for the weak. I was definitely sick the entire time, but that did not stop me from recording the beautiful Nazca lines. It was definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. Hey, we're at the aqueducts.
These are the aqueducts that tap into the underground rivers that are fed from the Andean mountains. It's rainwater and glaciers.
Our final day in Peru, and I'm so sad, but I feel like we had such a good trip.
We did.
We got to see literally everything and anything, like all terrain, all weather, the most beautiful places. Like we saw the city, we saw the desert, we saw the ocean, we saw the mountains. Yeah, it's just been so incredible. Like if you're considering coming to Peru, it is the place to come to because there's just so much to offer here.
It's kind of like going on probably 4 or 5 different trips in one, and we did it in 2 weeks. But
yeah,
I mean, you need 2 weeks if you want to see it all, at least. But we saw so much, we didn't feel rushed.
no.
It was just like the right amount of time.
Yeah.
If you wanted to stay longer and see more, you could go to the Amazon.
Exactly.
But,
we are gonna come back one day, maybe to like Bolivia and see the rainforest, maybe like Brazil, stuff like that. But yeah, overall it's just been such a good trip. It's our final day. We're just in Barranco now. We're going to Miraflores. We're gonna do a little bit of shopping for a couple souvenirs, have some good dinners. The food here has been so incredible, so flavorful. They do say though that in South America, Peru has the best food, and I would agree. I mean, I haven't seen the rest of the countries, but the food is so good.
All the trout, ceviche, the alpaca.
So good. To a authentic Mexican restaurant in Lima, and I'm so excited. It's so pretty in here.
We got to do a taste testing of different drinks.
Yeah, we got a horchata, we got a like Mexican flower drink, and we got a tamarind drink, and Andy ended up picking the tamarind. It's really good.
And then we also got
Nachos. Chips and guac, basically.
with guac.
And salsa, and they're
And then
so
a bunch
spicy.
of different salsas.
So good.
For our final day in Peru, we were in Lima, where we visited some nice restaurants and went to the beach and just relaxed before flying home.
We're in Love Park in Miraflores, Lima. There's statues.
It's a cool statue. You can't see it from this side, but
It's a beautiful spot. It overlooks the ocean and the islands.
And goodbye from Lima. This is the end of our 2 weeks in Peru. It has been amazing.
It's been amazing. See you, Lima.